You gotta enjoy it.
Alright, today I'm going to be telling you about the American Red Cross. Now, many of you could be like me and not exactly know what the American Red Cross is. Well, today I'm going to explain to you what it is. The American Red Cross is a humanitarian organization that provides emergency assistance and disaster relief and disaster preparedness, meaning it provides teaching for people to know what to do during a disaster. And they provide these in the United States and around the world. It functions off of volunteers and staff workers who deliver vital services to people affected by natural disasters and things of that sort. The Red Cross's mission is to help people, like I mentioned, affected by natural disasters around the world. They do this by providing blood, like donor blood, to people maybe who are lost blood or need blood replacements. Like if you have a blood disease and you have to get those treatments where you have to get replacement blood. They provide blood, care, shelter, hope, support, and support. They provide hope by doing most of these things like giving blood, care, shelter, and support because you, as you would probably know, when you're affected by a natural disaster and you've lost your home and your way of life, you feel as if there is no hope. You feel as if the world is against you, God is against you, and that everything is out to get you, and you feel out of hope. So the Red Cross, they come in to places like places affected by hurricanes or earthquakes and help those people who are injured and are living without things that need to live, like house or food or clean water. They turn communities affected or communities that are willing to help people affected by natural disasters by preparing them to be ready for these disasters. They also provide support for armed forces members. So that would be maybe people deployed in Afghanistan or Iraq or places like that who they just give them extra things that the army isn't ready to supply or other military branches. They also train individuals, like I mentioned, who would be in places that are at a risk for natural disasters, like places in coastal regions or tropical places. They train individuals there to be ready and prepared to help if a situation like a natural disaster, like a hurricane or a typhoon, were to strike and occur. But that's what the Red Cross does. But do we really need the Red Cross? Is it really having that much effect on our world? Well, in short, yes. It is having a big effect and a great help. Now, you see, natural disasters occur worldwide. They're not just in America, and they're not just, you'd say, like in Central America or islands. They're around the world. I think of Japan. Japan struggles with a lot of tidal floods on its coasts, and the Red Cross and organizations like it can go and help those places very, very well. And often, I think of, when I think of natural disasters, I don't just think of places that are, I'm losing my words, that are rich and have stable buildings. I think of third world countries where there's just reed villages, places that are built out of plywood and siding. Very, very poor places. And oftentimes that's where natural disasters strike. Places where people aren't already living in the best conditions, and they make those conditions worse. The Red Cross seeks to help and heal those people affected by natural disasters. They don't just help places that are profitable, like Florida has a lot of floods. They don't just help our places and places that are rich environments. They help those third world countries who need help anyway. They do this by sending food, maybe if you think of like rice villages in China, where their food is mostly rice. and they're growing their food. You think of earthquakes happening in those places where their food source is wiped out. They need food. So the Red Cross comes in and sends them food and water, clean water. You think of third world countries where their water already isn't the most pure, and they're just possibly drinking out of puddles and dirty wells. They need water already, but the Red Cross comes in and gives them clean water, bottled water, purified water. They also provide volunteers who go to those places out of their own time, and they're not getting paid to do this, volunteers. And they allow them to go and help those people who need help, to administer food, administer water. And they allow around the world, whoever wants to do it, as long as you have clean blood, you can donate blood to the Red Cross to help those people who need the blood. And not only is the Red Cross helping people, but it's helping them directly. It's not giving money to a government to give the money and help to the people. Because I think of if the Red Cross was to give money to the government of Florida and say, hey, we're giving you this money to help these people, the government most likely won't use that money to help the people. It'll probably use it to build a road or build a government building or a bank or something like that. So the money most likely wouldn't get to the people who need the money, need the help. So that's why the Red Cross uses food and water and volunteers as a method of helping people instead of just giving cash donations. It helps the people. The Red Cross couldn't give bottles of water and bags of chips to the government. The government wouldn't accept it, so they have to help the people directly. The Red Cross has been very successful in helping people around the world. Many people's lives have been saved. Around the world, see 15 million volunteers. There's 15 million volunteers ready and willing to help people. These volunteers are present in 192 nations. So far, the Red Cross helps around 1 in 65 individuals. The Red Cross has been around for 150 years and has helped so many people through those times. So far, over 2 billion 2 billion children have been vaccinated through the help of the Red Cross. The Red Cross has these vaccination campaigns where they go into places who their healthcare isn't actually able to well enough and accurately vaccinate children at birth, like is happening in the United States. So the Red Cross has helped 2 billion children get vaccinated. 200 million people are benefiting from assistance from the Red Cross worldwide today, and over 5,500 families have been reunited internationally. When I think of that 5,500 families, I think of families whose houses and environments have been wiped out by a flood, and maybe they can't find their father or they can't find their child. The Red Cross's volunteers are going in and helping try to find those missing family members, and in enough time as they're still alive. And maybe if they're trapped under some rubble or can't get out of a blocked door or something, they can go in and help. But is the Red Cross doing all it can? Is it helping as many people as it possibly could? No, I'm not helping exactly. Maybe none of you are helping. If we were to help, it could do further its work. Millions around the world still need help. The Red Cross allows for donations from people like us. We can help. The Red Cross always has campaigns where we can donate blood, give our blood to help people. And that's one way I can help. Maybe you could help that way too. Also, another way we could help is to volunteer our time and our efforts. The Red Cross is always open for more volunteers. Although that is a sacrifice of our own time, it's a worthy cause. The Bible tells us to help our brethren, help people around us, help our friends or family and people we don't know. That's also a great way to spread the gospel. People could be asking you while you're helping them, why are you doing this? What is your motive for helping people? You could answer them, maybe if you're not a Christian, you answer them, well, I just think maybe I'll get good karma. Maybe if there's a heaven, my good deeds will outweigh my bad deeds. As Christians, we know that we help people because Jesus helped people. He healed thousands and thousands of people during his time on earth. And although we can't heal people through miracles, we can help heal people. We can give them things they need, like food or water, if there's things they don't have. We can donate our time, we can donate our blood, we can even donate our money. Although I know us Americans love our money. So yeah, Jesus gave of himself to all the world. Why couldn't we? The Bible tells us to be like Jesus. So let's do that. Let's be like Jesus and help people as many as we can. Volunteering allows for the perfect opportunity for ministering to hurt people. Although hurt people could be angry at God, some of them are very open during these times to new hope, a hope that they didn't have before their lives were destroyed and their way of life was crushed. They can find this new hope because they're looking for hope. So I implore you, and I will help you as well. I implore myself to give blood, to donate our time, donate our money. We can help, so why won't we?